Hello everyone, myself Lohit Dalal, lecturer, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, Jain Polytechnic, Belagavi. Today I am going to discuss Unit 1, Management Skills. It is a continuation part, okay, of Lecture 2. Okay, in this session I am going to discuss what is leadership, okay, what are the characteristics of leader, okay, and also qualities of leader, styles of leadership, and a summary of leadership. Okay, so see here, what is leadership? Okay, leadership can be defined as the process of influencing the subordinates, okay, so that they cooperate, okay, enthusiastically in the achievement of the group goals, okay, and also effectively and efficiently. Okay, so leadership also defined as the it is the process of influencing the subordinates to achieve the company goals effectively. Okay, and also leadership, it is a psychological process of influencing the subordinates or the employees to achieve the company objectives or a company goals, that is known as a leadership. Okay, and also it is an ability to get the desirable action, okay, voluntarily and without force from the followers. Okay, so they are not, okay, leader who he will not force the anybody, okay, just but he will take the work done from the employees. Okay, that he is known as a leader. Okay, leadership. Okay, so the success of the leader depends upon his qualities and the characteristics. So the characteristics of the leadership, okay, so the characteristics are, it is the process of influencing the group member. Okay, this is also one character of a leader. Okay, leadership, so it is related to depending on the situations. Okay, and also so leader helps in attaining the common goals. Okay, so means he has always motivating the employees, okay, in order to achieve the company goals or a company objectives. So next, to satisfy the employees in all the respects while attaining the group goals or industry goals. So next, there will be some qualities of leader. Okay, to in order to become a good leader, okay, there will be some qualities should be needed. Okay, so first one, intelligence and technical knowledge. So intelligence and technical knowledge means, so leader should be intelligent and also he has having some technical knowledge. Okay, so a good leader must should be have a intelligence which is more than that of his followers or subordinates. Okay, and also he must be able to understand and solve the problem in accordance with the situation. Okay, so and also leader should be a initiative. Okay, that is also one quality. Okay, quality to be in order to become a leader. Initiative means he must initiate the good activities and must be capable of taking the initiative. Okay, so he has to take the initiative, always he has to start. Okay, so and also next point, pursueness. Okay, pursueness, it is also a good quality of a leader. Okay, it helps him in implementing his decisions, orders, etc. Okay, and also decisiveness. Okay, decisiveness means a leader must be able to make a proper decision at a proper time and must stick to it. Okay, as a lack of decisiveness, okay, he has to take correct decisions, okay, at correct time. And also there is some decision problem will be there. Okay, that time what happens, efficiency will reduces. Okay, there is a loss of efficiency will be there generally. Okay, ability to decide comes from self confidence. Okay, the good leader or a good, okay, okay, in order to become a good leader, okay, he has to be having a self confidence. Okay, in order to take while taking the decisions. Next, ability to inspire. Ability to inspire means leader cannot do whole of the work himself. Okay, he can't do, he has to inspire his men so as to get the work done from them. Okay, so generally best inspiration is from the conduct and personality. Okay, so ability to inspire means he has to always inspire the others or followers or subordinates or employees who are working in an industry. Okay, so he has to take the work done. Okay, and also responsibility, a leader must be able to know and feel the responsibilities. Okay, suppose he is working in an industry, he is a leader. Okay, he has to take all the responsibilities and he has to run the industry. Okay, he must not shrink his responsibilities. Okay, and also must be in a good position. Okay, position to take the burden of decisions on his shoulders. Okay, whatever the problem will come, that one also he has to take. Okay, some decisions he has to take at a right time. Okay, that is a responsibility. okay, in order to run the industry in a good position. So next, social consciousness. Social consciousness means he must always realize that he is always dealing with the human beings, okay, who are also having a feelings of social status and a sense of respect, okay. So he has to talk smoothly, okay, to the employees, okay, and also he has to take the work done. So next, positive attitude. Positive attitude means what? He should always have a positive attitude towards the problem, okay, problems of the industry or workers, okay. He has to always be positive, okay. Yeah, and also he need a positive attitudes. And also other qualities means he has to be having a faith and respect from the followers, enthusiasm, affection, okay, skill in imparting the instructions, okay, and also having a maturity, good health, okay. So good attitude, creative thinking should be needed, and also good communication should be needed, and knowledge of a human relationship, how to behave, okay, and also good health, and also open minded, okay, open minded, adjustable to changing conditions, okay, and also maturity should be there, good attitude, teaching ability, okay. So good in order to become a good leader, okay, these are the qualities are involved, okay. These are the qualities of a leadership. So next, styles of a leadership, okay. There will be different styles of a leadership, and also these are the types of a leadership, okay. So first one, authoritarian or a autocratic leader. Second one, democratic or a consultative leader. Persuasive leader, functional leaders, and a free reign leaders, okay. First one, authoritarian or a autocratic leader. This type of leaders lead their group through a command and by developing the faith in the followers. Such leaders give order, assigns the duties, okay, and also gives the responsibilities without consulting the employees, okay. They will not consult the employees directly, they will give the work, okay, they will give the orders, okay. And also they will not care for their opinions, okay, they will not ask for their opinions, okay. Directly they will give the work. Such a leaders never, okay, they will not delegate their power, okay, just they are going to order, okay. So in that there will be a directly autocratic leader will be there, or authoritarian leader, he directly is given to the work to the subordinates, okay. He will not ask the opinion to the employees. Next, democratic and a consultative leader, okay. These leaders always work according to the wishes of their followers, okay. So this means what? So democratic or a consultative leaders, they are going to ask the followers or subordinates whether they are going to do the work or not, okay. So they are going to ask the opinion and they are going to assign the work, okay. Next, persuasive leaders, such leaders influence their followers due to his personal contact to join with him in a getting things done, okay. He gives directions personally and whole of the gang responds to his call, okay. Because of they are having a love and respect him and full confidence in him, okay. So leaders always influence their followers to do the work, okay. And also they are having a, some personal contact with them. So okay, these are the persuasive leader qualities, okay. So functional leaders, okay, lead because of their expert knowledge and win the confidence of the followers by their superior knowledge, okay. So just because of their having a good knowledge, they can, okay, they can brainwash their, okay, employees, and they will take the work done from the employees. These are the functional leaders, okay. So next, free reign leaders. Free reign leaders, okay, or a, okay, free reign leaders, okay, they will not lead, okay, but they leaves the group entirely to itself, okay. Just they will going to provide a free, okay. They will not lead, okay. Just they are going to assign the work and just they will free, okay. They will free leave, okay. So such leaders uses the very little power and gives the high degree of independence in their work. These leaders are independent, okay. Means these leaders are dependent on the subordinates to set their own goals, okay. Means in a free reign leaders, okay, they will not assign the work, okay. They are just dependent on the subordinates, okay, what they are setting the goals, okay. Just they only set the target and they will do the work, okay. These are the styles of a leadership, okay. In this session we have discussed what is leadership, okay. Leadership it is a defined as the process of influencing the subordinates so that they cooperate enthusiastically in the achievement of the group goals or the company objectives. Okay, so next we discussed different styles of a leadership and types of a leadership. Okay, so there will be authoritarian leadership produces the hostility towards the leader, and whenever leader is out, production drops to minimum. Okay, that is the authoritarian leader drawback. Okay, so democratic leadership in this difference, okay, in a production during the absence of the leader is very less. Leader should not be necessary there. Okay, so next there will be a lead. Okay, and also it leads to increase the production because it with the confidence and cooperation. Okay, in a democratic leader, okay, just they are going to ask them, ask the leader will ask the work, okay, they will do or not, okay, ask the opinions, and he is assigning. Okay, so workers will do with their interest, so company objectives will be achieved easily. Okay, thank you.